Hey everyone, happy Halloween. It's all ooky spooky today. I wanted to give you an update about my stick and poke tattoo, my durational art piece. So here it is. Here's where I started. It goes all the way around, all the way around, all the way around, and now you can see it from both sides, which is like super exciting. It is off more than an inch, but that's okay. It's just part of the process. You can also see as I was starting, I was poking like this at first, and then I had to sort of poke like this, and it's way harder to do that, way harder for it to be consistent. As you can see, it is all kinds of jacked up. It's not consistent, it's pretty wavy. I am a little bit disappointed about how far off it is this way, but I didn't like draw the line, I didn't do any stencils. I just was putting one dot next to the other, and turns out if you do that, it just follows the curvature of your arm. So you can kind of see, it kind of goes out because my arm is, soft and it moves and then came back in a little bit. So, it's all part of the process. There's no going back now. I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, so let's see, we're at like 7 months or so. So, I've still got quite a bit, so it's definitely gonna cross over where this started. And it is what it is. I've been considering after it's done going back and like, if you can see where some of the dots look weak, just going back and like making it more consistent. I don't really know, I haven't had a verdict on that. I don't know if I'm gonna do that or not. If I do poke the dot for the day and then it doesn't show up once I wipe off the ink, I do go back and do it right then and there so that, it's visible. I don't want it to be like, oh, well, I poked myself, but I didn't see that dot that day, and then it just looks like I didn't do it. So that's how I've been correcting it. It's been great though, and love it. I'm still really excited about it. It's very entrenched into my daily routine. I usually do it at night for whatever reason. It's sort of like a going to bed ritual. Some nights that bites me in the ass if like it's really late or I'm a little drunk or whatever. So you have to sort of like roll with the punches. I could totally start doing it during the day, and every once in a while I do if I know that it's going to be really late night or I'm going to have a lot of things to do during, late at night, I'm going to be out. I try to do it because coming home, sometimes that's the last thing I want to do. Like I have to brush my teeth and wash my face and do all that stuff, and sometimes the last thing I want to do is go in the kitchen, wipe everything down, sanitize everything, and go through with it. Even though I've gotten it down to, it just takes a couple minutes. It's really quick now that I know what I'm doing, how much ink, how to press, all the things. Also, whenever I finish this piece, as a present to myself for doing it, I am going to give myself a completed tattoo, like in one sitting. So I think like the day after I finish, which will be like March 26th, 2018, I will draw a stencil. I will do like a proper stencil on my arm somewhere close to here. So maybe here or maybe on the forearm part, I'm not sure. And I'm not sure what that design is gonna be yet. I think it's cool whenever people do dot work and they do gradations. So, dots more concentrated and then sort of, fading out. So I might try to incorporate that, especially since this has been dots. It is about like marking every single day. So I'm not really sure. I'm definitely open to suggestions for that as well. I feel like I'm not the best drawer in the world, but I want it to be my drawing in the way that this has been my sort of process as well. But yeah, concepts, I don't know, the marking of time, placemaking, rituals, that sort of thing. So I don't know. I've got a lot of time to think about it and draw it up, so I definitely am not worried that I'll come to it and not know what it is. And just to clear this up at the end of this video, I received a couple of nasty comments on the video that I did on my birthday where I was poking a dot on camera. And these are strangers, of course. That video has been viewed over 500 times, so I kind of forget that, like, I'm putting this out into the world and it's on YouTube land, and it's not just like my Facebook where it's my friends and family. It's like strangers are viewing this. They're coming upon it through searches and stuff. And so they were like, you're not professional, you should use a needle every time. They were just sort of being nasty, and I just want to say, like, yes, that's true. I'm not a professional. I'm not a tattoo artist. I'm not aiming to be a tattoo artist. My videos are not instructional videos. They're not saying, like, this is how you do a stick and poke on yourself. They're not trying to do that. This is a documentation and, like, more a video blog of me executing this artwork, talking about things that I've, just my process, and tattooing myself as a part of that process. And I do know best practices, and I know, what it is that you should do if you're going to tattoo yourself or someone else. But I have the agency, this is my own body. I know the risks. I'm taking those risks. Those are my choices. I'm not endangering anyone else. Like I said, these are instructional videos, so I'm not endangering others in that way. I'm not saying that anyone should do what I am doing. Like I said, I'm using alcohol, I'm sanitizing everything, but yes, I do reuse the needles. So far, 7 months in, nothing has happened. There's been no infection or redness or anything weird. I know that isn't precedent for how it could go. Tomorrow I could do a dot and get infected, and I know those risks, and I'm taking them, and I'm allowed to take them because it's my choice and my body. So I just want to put that out there. I also am using needles over because I'm trying to be resourceful. I'm on a budget. I can't buy 365 needles. They're not particularly cheap if you get good quality, so and also it's wasteful, in my opinion. I'm trying to, reduce my waste in all aspects of my life as much as I can, and these have, the needles they have to be thrown away in the garbage. The plastic has to be thrown away in the garbage. It's non-recyclable. So I know that might sound like a small aspect of it to some, but this is waste that I'm creating every day for a project that I'm taking on voluntarily. So I'm just trying to be mindful of that too. So yeah, just wanted to say something and put it out there for anyone that's watching and anyone that's following this. I'm not giving advice to you. I'm just documenting my own process. But this baby is growing. It looks, great. I'm really excited about it. It's cool to see it peek around. I can finally start poking myself forward facing again, which is really great. I think it's going to look more consistent and more straight rather than having to do this weird thing. So I'm really excited about it. I just wanted to give you guys an update and let you know what's been going on because it's been a long time. So thanks for watching.